And welcome everyone to Fashion Business Law. My name is Jerry Luligian. Please call me Jerry. I'll be your professor in this course for the next several weeks. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been an attorney for the last 35 years. I started out as an intellectual property law attorney for the first 10 years. Intellectual property law is the law of creations and of things that are of the mind, such as patents, copyrights, trademarks, trade secrets, and similar laws that protect people's hard work and creations that they create either in terms of an invention or creation in terms of artistic invention. So I've been in the field for quite a long time, and I very much enjoy teaching this particular kind of law. So in our particular course, let me just tell you a little bit about it because it's important for you to get an overview of it before you start the course. Fashion business law really is taking the law and applying it to the fashion business. So we're going to take the law and apply it to what people in the fashion business would need to know in terms of the law. In this case, we're going to go through several different aspects of it, but don't worry about whether you need to know all about the fashion industry to do well in this course, because you really don't. And also don't worry about it if you are from a different major, for instance, and you're not involved in fashion, because this is a business law course that will also transfer to any other aspect of work where there's creative work, such as inventions or copyrighted artistic works. All right. So let's go into specifically what we're going to be doing. First week course, we're going to be dealing with the overview of everything that we're going to go through in the course. We're going to go through all the different intellectual property rights, including trademarks, trade dress, which is the same thing as trademark, but just a slightly different version. We're going to go through copyrights, trade secrets, which you don't necessarily know very much about right now, but we'll find out are very valuable to fashion law and other businesses. Also design patent and utility patents. So we're going to go through enough of that information to get you an overview of all the different rights that are involved and some of the processes that we use in the fashion industry so you can understand the fashion industry generally. So this is where you're going to get your information about the fashion industry if you don't already have it. And then in week 2, we're going to be going through trademarks and trade dress and copyrights in particular. Now, trade dress, by the way, just happens to be a form of trademark. It is essentially whatever we put around or package our products in that people recognize as coming from our company and only our company. So it acts as a trademark. We're also going to find out that copyright is not quite all of that it's cranked up to be. In other industries, for instance, in the movie industry, copyrights are a very big deal. In the fashion industry, unfortunately, it has only a very limited scope. And we'll see what that scope is, but it is still a valuable right that can be used. Then in week 3, we're going to get into design, utility patent, and trade secrets. You'd be surprised how these patent ideas will permeate into the fashion industry and other creative industries of all kinds. You would be surprised because you may not even know yet what a trade secret is in terms of legal rights, but you also find out that it is very valuable. And we'll discuss ways in which we can use it, and it can help us to get an advantage over our competitors. Then in week 4, we're going to do licensing and international business. The fashion industry, as you know, is very much involved in licensing their trademarks to other people so they can produce products, fashion products in particular, and sell them throughout the world without us having, for instance, to put in great amounts of investment into producing those products. And so we'll see that licensing is quite a very common thing to be done in the fashion industry. So we're going to go through and spend an entire week on it. We're also going to be getting into the international trade. International trade is the aspect of the fashion industry that just tells us that people all over the world want to buy our products, and so we will sell all over the world. And there's many, many legal aspects that we have to understand in order to do that. Then in week 5, we're going to try to get into this idea of entrepreneurship. How do we start up a business? How do we make it run? How do we make sure that we are on the right track from the beginning? This will also include how we choose a business organization to start out with. And it'll also be involved with employment matters, because employment matters, we're going to be employing people. We're going to have a business. Hopefully it's going to grow. We'll need people. And there's lots of employment matters that we'll need to deal with. And then the last week 6, we're going to be dealing with advertising. As you know, in the fashion industry, we really do have to advertise quite a bit because people need to see our products and see our name and recognize it. And we want it to become well known, well accepted, and develop goodwill under that name. and so advertising becomes a big part of that. There's many laws involved with advertising. We're going to have to understand some of the pitfalls that can get in our way if we don't understand the law. So at the end of this course, you're going to have a very good idea of how the law permeates into this idea of fashion business, and for that matter, any business that uses creative aspects of people's work. All right. So I hope that you're all ready to go and you're ready to see what the law is all about when it comes to protecting creative works and making a business out of all this. All right. So I hope you all have a good time and good learning experience. Feel free to call me, email me, or text me. Just remember that I'm in the Pacific time zone, so be sure that you do it at an appropriate time. And otherwise, I hope to help you in any way possible, so please do feel free to contact me as necessary. Thank you.